Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. As you guys can see now, we are back and we have missed you guys so freaking much.
A lot.
We have been through some stuff, right, babe?
We've been through a lot these last 3 years and a half.
I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering where the heck did they go? From our previous videos, you've seen that we moved to North Phoenix, and well, what can I say? There's been a lot of things that have been going on, right? We purchased our first home.
Well, yeah. First of all, we moved to Arizona, right? On our last video, it shows you guys. We were here in the apartment here in Arizona, but in the last couple years, 3 years now, 3 years and a half, we've actually been able to buy a house, and
Yeah.
now we're here living in our beautiful home here in southern Arizona, in the middle of Phoenix and Tucson. But yeah, so far we're enjoying it. We're loving it.
Little by little, right? Like
I mean,
we've
yeah,
been like,
we've had our ups and downs and stuff like that, and you know, sometimes you just gotta communicate with your partner and see where she's at or where I'm at or where our heads are at. Obviously, a lot has happened in those 3 years. One of them was, I was at a job where required me to work 12-hour days, 12-hour nights, on and off shifts, stuff like that. Denise, obviously, she's been a stay at home mom with both boys, but now
yeah.
luckily, I've been able to find a better job.
Well, what can I say? Like his job, like when we first moved to Phoenix, I think his job was like very demanding. Here in Arizona, the shifts of work are like 12-hour shifts, variables from night and day. So that was very hard for us and very challenging for me and for our family as a unit. Because as you guys saw, we were so used to having Gilbert home with us on the weekends off,
Yeah.
home by 3. We were editing videos and I did kind of fall into like a bit of a depression because it just kind of took a toll on me, like the move and then 2 kids, as you guys seen. Adrian is going to be 4 in June. And he's just been growing, and I've just been constantly busy trying to manage family and kids and everything. But recently, congratulations to Gilbert. He got a job in the beginning of the year, which has provided us with more flexibility and for him to be like a little bit more present, huh? With the
Yeah.
kids. And what would you say, like,
Yeah, more present. Started at the end of last year, ended up the year in a good note, I guess. Right. But yeah, be more present with the boys, be more present with Denise, be more around the house, be able to enjoy my house that I bought, because you always want to enjoy your house and your family and stuff like that, even if it's a little carnita asada outside in the backyard or what have you, but overall it's working out so far to where we're able to now sit here again with you guys and bring you guys on our first ever um, podcast family
setting?
show setting. We don't know what we're going to call it yet, but, we're coming back.
Yeah.
Um,
We
and
just missed you guys, and we everybody kind of was like, what happened? Like I have friends and my cousins, and we missed you guys on YouTube, and and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching us and supporting us. Like that means a lot. um but yeah, I think like right now everything's just kind of falling into place, and I'm kind of happy for that
yeah, everything's
you know
falling into place. Everything's working out. As far as like us getting back on track with our social media and stuff like that. The boys are excited too because they want to get into it as well. Julian recently started playing soccer. We've been doing that. Julian's been playing soccer recently. I'm going to his practices. He had a first game last week on Saturday. They won. They won 1-0. Good job. My
yeah.
boy played the whole game. He was sweating. He was sweating everything out of him because
But
he had to play the whole game. And you're in Arizona, so hey, the heat is coming. It's coming. It's spring, but the heat is here.
yeah, and that's like another thing. Here it's like really really hot, so you tend to like gain weight, huh? Gain weight a lot, but it's because going outside is like super hot, so you have to really take advantage of um time, I guess. Spring, even though it's 80 degrees outside, like it's perfect weather to go for a walk. Arizona is super sunny, like super sunny, okay? Dry. We've learned a lot of different things. Like we've experienced monsoon season. It's kind of where like a cloud comes over and thunder, and honestly, it's amazing. I love it. I love the natural being of like the clouds and how like
Yeah,
the moon and the stars, and here in the desert, like you get that clear sky, which is really
yeah.
nice.
Unfortunately, I had to sit through 2 or 3 of those monsoons last year. They were not fun. They were kind of scary at first, but especially with all the dirt because you can't see and people breaking in front of you. I was literally driving, so you can't see. Luckily, I was able to make it home safe and
Yeah,
be
I
here at the
think it has
house.
like different
But it
things, right?
happens here in Arizona, monsoons and stuff like that, right?
Well, it's different than California, right?
Oh, it was way different than California, right? California, you got all 4 seasons. You got your spring, your summer, your winter, your fall,
Yeah.
right? But here in Arizona, it's just I think you only get one weather.
Yeah, warm weather and like from winter, you wake up one day, it's like super cold, and then the next it's like, "Hi, summer, I'm right here." Like, I was not waiting for
Yeah,
you. Like, I want cold weather. Like,
yeah, that's
hello,
usually how it goes over here.
no boots, no snuggling, no. It's just hot, but it's okay. I think that life in general just kind of like moves you kind of where you have to be, and sometimes you just don't have a choice. I do know that we always planned on buying a house. We tried in California. As you guys know, prices are like expensive, and we're a one income household. I'm a stay at home mom, so that's kind of been a challenge. But I think that for whatever reason we're here, and Gilbert seems like he's really happy with his new job and being able to be with the kids and with me, and I feel so much more happier now. Like
Yeah,
he's my person, and I missed him, you know. um a little bit I want to say is like we also got married, guys. There is not much of footage. It was very intimate, but from our previous vlog, you guys seen us. We were getting ready to get married. We got everything we needed, and because of the job, right, we kind of had to pause a
yeah.
little bit on that.
So unfortunately, that year that we were supposed to get married, I lost my job as well back in California, right? Just to drive you guys back to a little memory lane. Lost my job in California. That made us move to Arizona. We were supposed to get married. Obviously, that didn't happen, right? We had to make some life choices, life decisions, right? Like everybody else. So we ended up moving to Arizona. But a couple years ago, because now we're in 2026, so a couple years ago, maybe what 2023,
Hmm.
December of 2023, we ended up tying the knot.
Getting
We're officially married,
married.
guys. If you guys, I mean, we'll post some pictures
Yay.
here so you guys can see it. But yeah, we were officially married. Obviously the year after that we bought the house and stuff like that. So far, marriage is good. You have your moments here and there where you're questioning stuff and just thinking stuff. But all you gotta do is communicate with your partner like we do. I mean, try to do the best we can.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we come back to each other and be like, hey, no, let's talk about this.
Yeah. So we did end up getting married in Las Vegas at the original chapel that we had already booked. Thank you, Bliss Chapel, for being able to extend our date, and kind of just rebook without losing any money or anything like that. So we were able to hold that, which was nice. And we did get married at the original chapel that I had fallen in love with. So that was really nice, taking our photos and having our kids present in our wedding. Like really means a lot to me.
Yeah, both boys were present. That was nice. We all rode in a limousine for the first time. That was pretty cool. I got car sick, limousine sick, but hey, it was all
He has
worth it.
motion sickness
Yeah, I got
already
motion sickness. I don't know why, but
because he decided to get
I
on the limousine on
yeah,
the
I decided to sit in the
opposite
limousine
side.
on the opposite side facing the back, and one
Yeah,
thing led to another. I got motion sickness, and no, I was not drinking. If I would
we
have been
we should
drinking, I
have
would have been good.
we should have put the kids on the other side,
But we
huh?
should have put the kids on the other side.
Just so that way they could have been like against it, because kids like it, they're going backwards, they're fun, but once you start getting older, like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You can't do that
No.
anymore, huh? You're just like, I'm getting kind of old. Like when I was younger, probably, but now I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh
but
no,
now it's like, no, you
oh
gotta be
no, me
careful with
mareo,
them.
me
Yeah,
mareo.
we hit 30s. That we're not that young anymore. We're in the 30s, mid
Yeah,
30s for me.
yeah. So, what would you say? What are you doing now? Like, what is your job? Where are you at? Where were you at before? What were you doing? And where are you working at now?
Well, before I was making Amazon mailers, packages, the packages where you get your Amazon stuff, those brown mailers. I don't know if most of you seen them, but that's what I was doing before. That's all I can say. And now I work for a company where I inspect engines for airplanes.
Okay.
So that's pretty much all I can say as well. I can't say much, but
He does have expertise in that field from back in California. So,
yes, I do have a lot of aerospace experience. So decided to go back into the aerospace industry where, I know a lot of the terms, a lot of the, how to work around there and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that and see where it goes. But
yeah.
most excited to be back with you guys here, recording this little video podcast of us, so you guys can see where we're at this
A
day.
little up to date, where have you been, kind of thing. But yeah, I think even that shift of you getting like a different job was kind of hard because like Arizona, um, it's just kind of hard to get in. Like you really
Yeah.
have to have connections to kind of get into like these good paying jobs. But thankfully, somebody saw Gilbert's resume and they were like, I think that you know what you're doing and we'd like for you to join our team. So
Yeah, it's
I
hard to
was
find a
like,
job here in Arizona. If you don't know anybody in the industry or in the job you're trying to get, if you don't know anybody there, you're probably not going to get in.
yeah,
It's really hard. Like I went almost a whole year and a half of filling out applications, having interviews here and there, and I've been getting shut down left and right. Like, oh, no, I don't know if they looked at my resume, probably saw my experience, like, oh, we're gonna have to pay this guy some money or something's gonna happen within those lines. But everybody was telling me no, sorry, we moved on to the next candidate. Oh, we closed the position, we filled the position, right? All the answers they can possibly give you. But at the end of the day, I found a company where they were able to say, okay, you know what, come on, let's go.
yeah. And that process even was like very challenging for me because Gilbert's the type of person that like puts in resumes and they never turned him down in California. I think he even had like an opportunity like towards Sacramento before we actually finalized our move. And when we came to Arizona, it was just so hard for him to find a job. Um, but thankfully, I think everything worked out as it was. But we did learn throughout that like patience, like we feel like we've grown so much as a couple and individually as people
And
because
parents
as parents too, yeah,
to
like
be more patient,
be more patient with two boys. That's
be patient with two boys
that's a lot of
because
energy
they're a
there.
lot, especially the youngest.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure later on you guys will get to see Adrian in our videos here. But yeah, he's gonna be 4 in June already, and time has just kind of been all over the place. But like I said, we're finally like setting down and settling down and kind of putting everything together and trying to like brainstorm and just trying to keep it pushing, even on the days where you think like it's so hard, I can't get out of this funk. And it's just like constantly both of us just reminding each other, like, pull through this, like, try to, work and have faith and be patient
Hmm.
and things like that because sometimes those things don't just come easily. Like, you guys see something in the front, but behind the scenes, it's like a whole different story.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys can relate. The challenges every parent, stay at home mom, working dad face. There's a lot of things, right? Like for me, when I was working that last job where I was working 12 hours, I know I was like missing out on a lot. With the family, working 12 hours. Sometimes days, sometimes nights. Especially the night part. I hated the nights.
I did too.
Hated working nights because I couldn't take in my kids to bed.
I was
I
sleeping
wasn't
alone.
there.
I was
You know,
scared. Like,
Denise was
what
obviously
about if
here
there's
by
a new
herself,
intruder?
scared. You know, by herself. Anything could happen, right? You don't know. You never know, especially in this crazy world we live in these days. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
So I am obviously, right now I am grateful with the job that I currently have. Obviously, I'm able to do what I do and still come over here and if some of you follow me on my other social media platforms or on my other YouTube channel, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I know Denise had some challenges when I was at the other job. You want to talk
Well,
about some of those challenges?
pretty much just the change of environment and the change of jobs. And ever since I met Gilbert, he was always the type of person to go in at work like maybe 3 4 in the morning, be home by 2:30, and just kind of just having him there with me and the kids. And now it was just like I was doing everything from grocery runs and laundry and house responsibilities and lunches, and the schedule like didn't help either. It was just like so flex.
Yeah,
It wasn't very like flexible. It was like it's not that stable.
it
Some
wasn't
days
stable.
yes,
It
sometimes
wasn't stable because
no.
I wasn't off every weekend.
No, he
And
wasn't. And sometimes I didn't even know, like, I had to always tell him, like, when are you going to work? Are you going to work this day? And he'd be like, I
yeah, are
told
you
you I'm
off?
going to
Are you
work.
working? Are you off? Are you working? And it was just like,
Yeah. He's like,
yeah,
I'm going to be working. I told you I'm going to work. And I'm just like, I forgot. And like that kind of would cause like some tension between us because like at one point I didn't even ask him if he has to work or not. Like, I don't know. It was just
yeah,
kind of like a day-to-day thing because it wasn't like something like a schedule. Like now we can come home, take our son to practice, go out for a walk like we used to when we used to live in San Ramon, go to the gym, do something like that. But now we're getting in the rhythm compared to how it was like a couple months ago.
yeah, definitely. Because back then it wasn't easy, but now it's looking a lot better.
But hey, that job gave you that financial security into where we could have purchased our
Oh yeah,
home.
definitely. I am grateful for that job as far as like the economic part of
Hmm.
it, where I was able to purchase our home for us,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So I am grateful for that. I am blessed for that. I'm not taking nothing away from that, part of my life. But now I'm here. Now we're here,
Yeah.
right?
So right now, currently, I'm working on my healing journey. There has been some stuff that has transpired throughout the years that are still being worked on. So I'm actually enjoying like making content on my page now. Um, just healing and motherhood and the challenges of motherhood, the beauties of motherhood, and seeing your kids grow up and seeing dad be present. And those are like the little things that I really care about. Like I think that my mind shift or our mind shift has slowly started shifting from like Cali lifestyle and going out and doing this to like a slower pace of life as to a town where we can raise our kids. And that's kind of what I've always dreamed of.
Yeah, I think Arizona slowed us down in that aspect because now we're not um how will we say it, up and go, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we're always over here and then we're over here and now we're over here. But now, if obviously some of you follow us on our other social media platforms, you guys know that we hardly ever post. We're either at the soccer game. We did go to an A's game probably a couple months ago, and obviously a Warrior game, but so much limited things you can do out here that kind of just so many limited things you can do out here outside of the house, where in the house you can do a lot more. You can barbecue, the other day we were out there with the water hose, just wetting each other because it was hot. So I turn on the water hose, I'm wetting everybody. We're just chilling in the back. We're working on our backyard right now, slowly and surely
Mm-hmm.
we'll get it done, but we're working on it. It's mostly dirt, but we have a little patch. Eventually, we'll show you guys. We have a little patch where there's turf. We got a little um, umbrella and a table,
Yeah, just
right?
like a little space where we can like go out there, have our morning tea, or enjoy a nice cold beer, or read a book, or just do something in the mornings and in the afternoons when the sun goes down. Because here in Arizona, like that's like I said, where you need to take advantage. The patios and all that are wonderful and when the sun goes down. A little thing too that I have been into, and I've been, taking the boys with me is hiking. We've actually explored a couple places here in Arizona. Pikachu Peak has been one of it, very beautiful. We've also been to Mount Lemon in Tucson. We've been to
That was nice.
North Mountain,
North
Camelback.
Mountain, Camelback.
Oh, not Camelback, sorry.
No,
Thunderbird
Thunderbird,
Conservation.
Thunderbird.
Yeah. Thunderbird
Yeah,
Conservation. And like that's kind of like what you do around here. Like you go hiking
yeah.
and
You go
stuff,
hiking. You go.
fishing.
Literally, you go do more outdoor stuff out here than
Hmm.
I ever did in Cali. I feel like because I never, even when I met her or before I met her, I never did a hike in California or nothing like that.
I
Mostly it was
did. I
just like a
did.
walk,
I
on a
did like
trail,
Fremont.
walk in the park, maybe some soccer wherever with some friends or whatever, but no hikes.
I think it's just different lifestyle. Like here you
It,
can like
it, it is. It is a different lifestyle out here.
here you can't like you can go shooting. Like I go hiking and you can hear like shots being fired
Yeah,
from like a distance. Like it echoes in the desert. And I'm just like, oh damn, like
yeah. We've
they're
been
shooting
wanting to
over
we've been
here.
wanting to get one, but we'll see. Comment down
Yeah.
below if you guys want me to get one.
No, I think I need one just because like as a woman, I've seen like you can carry like a fanny pack with you and like you can put your gun in there for extra protection. Um, People always like, what do you need protection for? Why do you need a weapon for? And it's like,
You never know. You never
people are
know.
carrying out here. Like people
Yeah,
are carrying out here in their cars.
yeah,
Obviously be safe, right? But
yeah.
people carry.
Yeah, the other day we went to Walmart and there was two older gentlemen there. One of them had two of them in his pocket in his side, and then the other one had it in his back pocket. So
Yeah.
yeah, out
It's like
here,
mind your
obviously,
business.
over here, obviously, it's legal, right? Where you carry,
Open
open
carry.
carry,
Or
right?
and concealed carry, however
Or
you feel.
yeah, however it goes,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's
We don't
concealed
know,
carry.
yeah, something like that. We're not so much into it,
I'm
so
not too sure about it,
so
but I do know
I
that you
can't talk
can.
about it too much on it. But yeah, we were at Walmart. There's two people there with him, two older gentlemen, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, don't get close to him.
No, me too. Like I kind of get scared because I'm
Yeah,
just like,
it's
you don't get
scary,
scared.
but yeah, it's scary because you never know what can happen, right? If you get too close, and that's it, you're done. But pop, pop.
Don't piss them off.
Yeah, don't piss
But
it.
like, let's say like there was somebody at Walmart, like a threat at Walmart.
Yeah,
Like you would want somebody else to like have a weapon
well, yeah,
to be able to protect yourself
hmm
from somebody else trying to invade malls nowadays. People be at the mall, grocery store, shit, even in the car. Like people will get like road rage and pull
yeah,
weapons out on people. Now that's a
yeah.
little bit extreme.
That's a little too
That's a
much.
little bit too much. But as for protection and protection from your home, I think that it's cool to have. Why not? I think
Yeah,
I'm open to it. I'm open to learning and like using it as a sport too.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, it's like a not just like for protection, but people out here like they do go hunting.
yeah. People go hunting.
Hmm.
People have offered me at the previous job and this job. They've offered me like deer meat if you want to try it. I'm like deer meat. Never tried deer meat before.
Sheesh. Hey, I'll
Or
take it.
I think it was the other one was
Like veal or what is it?
bison
Bison?
meat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully I said that right, but
Didn't you say that was like fatty? Like it's a different meat, like
it's
kind of
more
fatty.
leaner apparently. I don't
Mm.
know if that's true or not, but it's more leaner. But I don't know. You got to acquire taste to all that, and
Hey,
I'm
even
a simple man. Give me carnita asada and I'm good. My steaks, I'm straight. You know what I mean?
well, even fishing, like
And my regular beef burgers. Don't try to give me no deer burgers or
gotta have an open mind, honey. Gotta have a mind. Te están ofreciendo meat.
yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the hunters. They're offering you
Yeah, they're
extra
putting
meat.
meat in my mouth.
You just say like, okay, I'll take it. Why not? I'll give it a try. At least so you can say like you tried it.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I
yeah,
mean?
that's
Like
true.
at least you tried it. Like you don't know, maybe that's a delicacy.
Yeah,
You know, people do that
it
out here.
might be. You know.
But hey, like you said, he's just a simple guy. Nomás dale meat, que me suelte el dinero. Give me the monies for the grocery store porque está bien
Oh,
cara.
they're gonna say lend me the meat.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. This guy. Can't with him.
Um.
But yeah, that's kind of where we've kind of been at recently, just kind of staying to ourselves and raising our boys over here. Slower pace of life, working on our own personal goals, exploring Arizona. What else? Just getting boys are growing.
Yeah, boys are growing. Obviously, like we said, Junior's playing soccer. Adrian wants to go ahead and play some ball as soon as he turns 4, because obviously there's an age range for that. So he probably has to wait till he turns 4, which he will probably in. I
He
think the next
is.
season starts September, somewhere around there, after the heat, because it does
Next
get,
spring. Next spring
yeah,
is
it
what he
does get
says.
way over 110 over here. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see for that. We're gonna try to record more so you guys can see more of what's going on and what we're doing. Um, but yeah, we're just here exploring Arizona. We love Arizona so far. Don't love the car accidents so much
Yeah.
because we've seen a
Nobody
lot of
knows how to
car
drive around here.
accidents. The last
And and
month we've
and,
seen a
and
lot
you know
and
why? Like I
and
said
bad.
before, because of the IDs. Like your ID doesn't expire like in 50 years. It's totally different than in California where it expires after a couple years and you have to take like the written test or maybe you have to take another driving test or something. But here it's like a little bit more challenging just because nobody really takes any tests around here. So we have a lot of older
Yeah,
people, younger people driving, people that can't control their emotions, road rage, dumb drivers. It's been a lot. So just
yeah,
been learning and being
yep.
very cautious about our surrounding and
Yeah,
stuff.
just trying to be safe. Obviously you can't be too safe either, right? There's a limit to it, right?
Every
Just
place has
can't
accidents though. Every
enclose
place.
yourself to all that and not be out in the world, right? But still, we're just trying to be, we're just homebodies at this point.
We're
That's all.
homebodies, that's true. And I love
When
it.
they
I
ask us, what are you guys doing on the weekend? Enjoying on
enjoying
our
our
mortgage.
mortgage. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's why we pay this much money. Like
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home in the AC and staying fresh.
yeah. We
Yeah.
love it. We love going out. We love staying home. But
Alrighty, guys. Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And we'll see you guys on the other video, right, baby?
yeah,
What do you
and
think?
don't forget to subscribe. Lastly, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure you guys like this one and comment below. See what else you guys want to see. But for
Share,
now,
follow our other platforms. Everything will be
oh
down in the
yeah.
description. Yeah.
But for now, we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.